Hello, this is Soundout here, back with another DC Universe Classics review. Today we have the first figure in the DC Universe Club Infinite Earth subscription program from Mattel Collector, the signature collection, The Flash. This is the most boring packaging I've ever seen. This is a good thing because this is just your white mailer. Mattel Collector likes sending their stuff in this, or in the case of the Legion set, a regular shipper box. But we have more inside. So without further ado, let's take a look at The Flash. This is not your Barry Allen Flash. This is Jay Garrick himself, from the Golden Age, from Earth 2, from the Justice Society of America. So you can see, this is the packaging style they're going with the subscription figures. You got DC Universe Signature Collection, The Flash. Now, something I like that they've done is that they've put the figures in just a standing position, because really, when they were in the cool poses, they looked nice when you kept them in mint on card, but a lot of the time you would have an issue of warped joints because the figure didn't get in quite right. This should reduce all those problems. So you can see Adult Collector, The Flash. On the side, you got brand new artwork of Jay Garrick himself. The DC logo. It's the old DC logo still, but that's Mattel. On the back, you have a DC Signature Collection, The Flash, with the full artwork. Real name Jay Garrick. After accidentally inhaling vapors of radioactive liquid, Jay Garrick gained incredible powers that included enhanced speed, enhanced reflexes, and the ability to run at light speed. Wearing a red shirt emblazoned with the lightning bolt, Garrick battled evil as the Flash, eventually becoming the founding member of the Justice Society of America and fighting in World War II as part of the All-Star Squadron. Garrick was forced into a suspended animation by the evil Fiddler, but his heroics were an inspiration to many, including Barry Allen, who became the second incarnation of the Flash. Allen eventually rescued his hero, bringing him out of his retirement and into the 21st century. So very cool, very descriptive bio. That is, of course, the Earth 2 Jay Garrick's bio, / Earth 1, all that stuff. Yeah, not the new 52 one. But anyways, without further ado, let's take a look at this figure. So here we have Jay Garrick himself from The Flash. Now, this is always an incarnation of The Flash that is definitely looked over. Like, a lot of people complain about us not having a Wally West Flash. We still got a Wally West. Freaking Kid Flash. This is the first Jay Garrick figure that has been made in a long time. I think the last one that was made was in DC Direct's Justice Society line, which was a few years ago. So it is really nice to see a character like this get a good figure. And considering he is a founding member of the Justice Society of America, this is important to have. But anyways, as you can see, going from the head, the figure has this really nice vacuum metallized, chromed out, fingerprint magnet helmet. So you can see it is very reflective. It's also got the two little wings on the top. One is a little bent. I don't want to try to fix that because it might ruin the chrome. But it looks really nice. Now if you get to the head sculpt underneath, you can see he has brown eyebrows and he has the gray temples where he should. They did go with the older version. They didn't give you an alternate head, the younger version, which would have liked it, but I don't know. I still really like the figure. But anyways, you can see he's got the basic shirt that he wears. He's got the little lightning bolt symbol that does kind of adjust based on where his ab crunch joint is, but about there's where it works best. You can see it's on his belt all around. Overall, kind of a bland costume design, or bland figure based on a bland costume design, but a really cool one at that. I really do like the look of this Flash. He's more, what can you say, not as professional. But what's really cool is the fact that that is the only paint hiccup there, and that was my fault. All the paint is nice and clean. There's no mistakes. There's no quality control errors with this figure. This is fantastic. I cannot tell you the last time I've gotten a DC Universe Classics figure that hasn't had QC problems. But anyways, let's go with the articulation. He has a standard DC Universe articulation. You have the head. Being careful not showing the whole range, because I really don't want to touch the helmet and ruin that effect. Yes, the helmet is not removable. It is on there, so it won't fall off. Shoulders move 360 and outward. They have a bicep swivel, an elbow joint, and a wrist swivel. You also have an ab crunch joint that works pretty well, and you can see the logo kind of extends with it, which is nice to show more of a fabric type deal to it. It's got a waist joint, legs swing out forward and back. Actually, they move back farther than most figures. Thigh swivel, a knee bend, and an ankle pivot. So, very nice articulation. Basically, any pose you really want to get him into, you can pretty much get him into. Like, you can have him in a punching pose, or you could have him in a running pose, where he is running, like this. If I can adjust his head just right. The ankles joints have really good movement. They're not restricted at all. Yeah, the rocker ankle joints would have been better, but, you know, this is a subscription that literally failed in sales. But it does not disappoint overall. So you can, with some finagling, have him in a running pose. But for now, I'm gonna pose him, just kind of like ready to run while punching things, because that looks really cool. But there you go. There is traction on his feet, the bottom of his feet. I forgot to mention that. Just like the regular Flash. Speaking of the regular Flash, the Barry Allen Flash, let's bring in Mr. Allen from Wave 7. And now we have the Legacy of the Flash going on. A Wally West, Bart Allen ones would be nice, but if it's just these two for forever, I wouldn't mind it so much. But I would like an Impulse at some point. But yeah, really cool. And for funsies, here's Reverse Flash too. So, with the 3 flashes over. Yes, if you are curious, Reverse Flash is from Wave 20. I never reviewed him, did I? I'll fix it, don't worry. If you are curious, if you have any extra DC Universe Classic stands, the foot pegs do work, and unless you have him in this really wide-legged pose, the stand should work for him. So yeah, he does not include a stand though. None of these do. It's actually the Wally West, or not Wally West, Barry Allen one came with the stand. But overall, I am supremely happy with the first offering from Mattel's DC Universe Infinite Club of Infinite Earths. I'm really pleased with this figure, and I'm looking forward to Atrocitus next month. Stay tuned for that. He will be coming to my house. Yes, I did sign up for the subscription, so I shall be getting all the figures, including Metron. So stay tuned, as every month I will be reviewing 1 or 2 figures, depending on what they decide to ship us. So overall, definitely recommended. If you can track one down on eBay for a good price, it's definitely worth it, especially if you are a Flash fan. If you missed it on Matty Collector, I'm sorry. They're probably not going to restock it anytime soon, if at all. But there's places on eBay they'll probably be able to sell it. Maybe find somebody that had an extra one or something, didn't want theirs. And overall, definitely recommended, and a great start to the Club Infinite Earths / Signature Collection line. Now, before we go, we have one last thing to do. My Justice Society display feels a little bit more complete now, even though I'm missing Wildcat and Dr. Fate and others, but having Flash there just makes everything right. So be sure to stay tuned for more reviews in the future. Check out WritersRangersandRambles.com for geek news and more in the craziest way possible. And to Soundout saying goodbye.